Hello everyone and welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn. Last time we saved the Nora from getting eradicated, found a power cell, found out Aloy's origins, and now we're off to visit Gaia Prime to get this master override and maybe reboot Gaia and kill Hades. So that's fun. We're in the endgame now.
The way to the mountain will be hard. Ferocious machines prowl every step of the climb.
More corrupted.
Not corrupted, but they will not tolerate humans.
So what else is new?
Hey, now, can I? Yeah, I'm just gonna skip travel up to this one. I'm gonna climb this entire way. Just wanted to make sure I didn't overshoot and miss something that I didn't want to miss. Oh yeah, this vantage point is where I fought that Stormbird when I was collecting all those things. So I don't know if I'm gonna have to fight it again because I already killed it. Or, yeah, no, it was fucking annoying. Oh wait, I also... Not to abandon the fight immediately after I started, but I want to visit a merchant. And I'm gonna go to Meridian to do it. Or just outside it. So my inventory was full, and I feel like I have a lot to sell. And then I'm gonna go climb the mountain and probably have to kill a bunch more.
Prince Itaman is no traitor. He's joined his brother in the palace.
Right, I can also find this guy. Yeah, that's true. It's down to 108. I understood what you meant. Alright. Now, I know I have a bunch of these boxes. Sell anything else? Alright, how much Ridgewood? 9 Ridgewood more. I have so much Ridgewood. This is 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, I've stopped picking it up on the side so long ago. And yet, I still get more from, like, all these boxes and stuff. So I don't... I have, like... How much do I actually have? So after firing all those arrows, I have 1, 2, 3, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,250 Ridgewood, which I could have just seen from there. But, you know. Still. That's too much.
Praise the sun. Spies have released Prince Ethan into the sun.
This probably half of that, at least, was just from mystery boxes and stuff. They give you a lot from the boxes.
Everyone needs a splash of color in their lives. Come, let's talk it over.
Okay, I want to say it's you who's this traitor for him. No. Okay. Dirty rusted bolt. Like, do I need any of these? You're not who I'm looking for sure. Artifact collectible.
Back from the wild. You
Use the
ready?
Banuk ones,
Come on back if
I'd like...
which I got all of. Machine resources, flower collectibles, which I got all of. Vessels, I got all of. Hunting goods, I'm good. Okay, it's either mystery boxes or machines.
to discuss a trade with you, Outlander.
Hunter big game box, small game box, tiny game box. Oh, okay, so I need... Oh, okay, I need them for this. Okay. And then I can get these from... Oh, so we need, like, desert glass and all that. Okay. I'm gonna buy back some of these and these. Then. Oh, okay, I don't need those, though. Okay. Okay. Get some blue gleam, which we'll use later. I didn't mean to do that. That's fine.
Move along. You have no need to loiter.
Warm socks. Okay, nice. But okay, so let's. Was the socks? Okay, that makes sense. A Shellwalker heart and a snapmaw lens. Might come back for those.
Don't pass up these goods.
Okay, and I have got the sculpture box. Got crystal braiding, luminous braiding, and metal shards. And these are the rocks. Why can't I pick up? Why can't I use the rocks? Inventory. Oh, God. Okay. Get rid of all my rocks,
Some Oseram girl
so I can get this out of my inventory. So I don't want it. And now I have that fills me up on rocks. Okay. But okay, if they have no use. I'm just gonna sell them if they have no use, to be honest. It is a very weird reward. I'm not sure why they have those, but that's fine. Yeah, so make those quests. And probably just take care of them off screen at some point. But I mean, when did Death Stranding come out? Because this came out like years before. So I'm not that convinced. Anyway, this quest was 28, and I'm pretty sure I'm like 44, 45. So I'm not even 10 levels higher than the quest. I'm like 15 or 20 almost. So I'm gonna try to do what they were asking me to, but I think I'm gonna succeed. I think we're okay level wise. All right, let's get going. If I can run, I'm gonna run. I should have overridden you. I don't care enough about you to care about you. Goodbye. I don't actually know how I'm supposed to get up this mountain, and this is not working. Oh my god, please move, Aloy. Please move. Thank you. Let's go this way. It's probably this way. Yes. I don't know how I did this the first time, because this is not working the same way this time now. Like, that yellow means nothing. I'm about to die. Okay. This is nice. This is helpful. How does it... Okay. What's this way that it said? Skyrim horsing did not work the way it wanted it to. I'm also getting attacked while trying to Skyrim horse, which doesn't do anybody any good. I was just going... Apparently I was just going about it wrong, on the wrong side, but also... It could have been more clear. Okay, good. No cutscene for Stormbird this time. That's... I guess it's just the one time it's supposed to show up, because the vantage point was up there. I'm gonna have to fight it and kill it to actually get to it, so... That's nice, at least. I don't have to fight it twice.
Saving these for the trail.
Get some of this stuff back. Could have just used a full heal potion, but that's okay.
Frost catching in my throat.
Yeah, it definitely looks like there's been an explosion here. This does not scream well put together.
Gaia's sacrifice. It did this. Cracked the inside of the mountain like it was an egg.
Yes, yes. Quickly now. I've prepared the way ahead for you.
So you've been in here before.
To a point. You'll see.
What if you
You
built
made
all
a
of
climbing
that?
path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with a climbing path either.
Damn. Well, thanks for putting in some effort. Yeah, one day we'll fly, but
Down.
not now.
I'll look down.
Looking
Damn it.
down. Oh, she says something. That's great. I'm very glad this is video game and not me having to do this for real, because I would have freaked a long time ago. And this game has a amount.
This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silence.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years. For years, I tried to get through this hatch. I drilled, I burned, I blasted. But we both know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
You
Something
make it sound
special.
like I should apologize.
Not at all. It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force, but with a key.
Not so smart now, huh?
Key in
Silence.
human form. The failure of imagination was mine, not yours.
Yeah.
Looks like you've spent a lot of time here.
19 years ago, a great explosion destroyed this mountain. Gaia's death, your birth. The echo could be heard as far as the claim. Ash darkened the skies. How they fretted in meridian as they tried to read this omen. The crater burned for weeks, but when it cooled, I was the first to behold what lay within. Over time, the machines closed ranks to protect it. Useful. Soon, no one dared to come here. Except me.
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her, but after seeing the damage, how could that be?
She said any effort to repair her must come after Hades is destroyed. I concur. Rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades to use it as a weapon. Because of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less convenient.
But do you think it's even possible to restore Gaia?
You know what the cauldrons are capable of. How they fabricate any technology necessary to create a machine.
That's true.
By the same principle, it should be possible to replicate every technology necessary to repair Gaia. But that would take years. And we're counting the time we have left by the hour.
Yeah, that's fair.
I thought you might actually be here this time. Actually, here.
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You don't need my help to pass through this door. You were the one born to do this, not me.
Fair enough.
It's time for me to head in.
Yes. When you find the Master Override, you will gain the power to defeat Hades. Everything depends on you.
Alright. I'm not activating the scan yet. I think I wanna come back down here real quick. Can I? No. Okay, that was death. That was an accident. Did not mean to kill myself on purpose. but hold on. No, 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 no. Okay, do I have to? I might have to go in. Just my phone is so unnecessary. Hold on.
Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed.
Is it this way? Hey, if you want to do the commentary, be my guest, but you have to be the one to do it.
Logging arrivals. Shan Margot.
Welcome to Frozen Hell. Population 10.
11 counting Gaia.
Don't count your chicken embryos before they're incubated, hon. She's still firing up. Be a while before you eat that omelet.
I'm vegan, Travis. You'd think we'd worked in the same secret base long enough for you to notice.
We weren't scheduled to shack up here for another 3 weeks. You realize I just lost 350 kilos of pre-code smut comics in transit.
Wait, actual physical media? Why didn't you have it digitized?
Can't beat the feel of physical media on your fingers.
True.
And in here, we ain't gonna be touching a whole lot else. Figured I was gonna pass the time archiving them. What about you?
Me? Work, I guess. My task queue stretches out for like 3 years. There's a lot of sharp edges to round off. After that, I hadn't really thought about it.
Oh, you will. You're what, 30? Reckon you'll be the one turning the lights off at the end. Food for thought, huh, vegan?
This sucks forever.
Nah, not forever. Just the rest of your life.
Okay, hold on. There's no way. Okay, so this was just the wrong way to go. So I do have to go. Okay, cool. I'm just stupid.
Yes?
Is there anything else? Okay, no.
I need to get going.
I needed to tell you that specifically. Alright, can't pick that up.
Mind your footing.
Thanks. I'm trying to grab onto this. Ma'am, please. In. So the thing I'm looking at eventually says that there's going to be to turn left and go north. I don't like that shaking. Oh, repel. Okay, yeah, okay. So I have to go down this, and then it'll be. All right. So in theory, is it here? Come on. Yeah, this place is gigantic. I want to be able to climb that. Please, there you go. It's supposed to. It's supposed to remind you of Gaia. This is it. Power
This
cell.
should be the last power cell I need to get to that ancient armor I found.
Okay, Gaia, I love you. I will be there soon. I wasn't booing you. I'm not booing you. It is supposed to remind you of Gaia. Gaia, I love you, but I've got a place to be. Yeah, there are only 5. And you need all 5. It is possible to... Oh. Doggo sleeping is good. I was about to say, technically it is possible to, with, like, skips, get these power cells early, but I didn't... I fell in the water, game, come on! It's insane. It's ridiculous. I'm mad because I killed myself twice, and I could have avoided it both times. I'm not ending the episode after I kill myself. You really expect me to kill myself or die another dozen times before the end of the game? You have some faith in me. Technically, it's possible to get all these early with some finagling, but it also requires, like, skips and stuff I didn't know about or know how to do until after I was supposed to have gotten one of them already. So... some scholars say too long is the answer to that question.
Those clamps have the armor locked in place. Maybe there's a way to power up the mechanism, release the clamps. Only 2 more. Just 1 more. There we go. The last one. All powered up. Now to get the dials and these numbers. They must be related to segments of a symbol.
That's not for historians to decide. Alright, so that's 90. 270 is left. 360 is the top. 450 is to the right. That should be it, I think. No. 450 is to the right, and that's 180 from, so that's the left. Okay, left.
Did it. Let's have a look at that armor inside.
I don't have my graphing calculator on me.
Now let's see what we can do with this material.
So we did it, and we have this shield weaver armor. Maybe we don't. Oh, it's in the outfit box. God, I'm so stupid. I need to be patient. There we go. We got the shield weaver outfit. And now, put that on, and we just get a second health bar for free. We also get a battery low notification, but I'm less worried about that, I think.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
Here's a text box about progress. So this may have been an unfinished project, but thank you, Fi. This was an unfinished project, but it's still, you know, pretty good. Just an extra entire health bar will very much help me. So it's a health bar that recharges after it takes damage. Where are we going? Not here. I have to walk all the way back from here. Oh, that's the worst. I knew that was a risk, but that doesn't mean I have to like it. So if I fall and take all of the shield health and then half of my health, it'll recharge to full, and I'll still have the full and half of my health left. I did that to the best of my abilities. Which means no, because I literally couldn't. Also make climbing this that much easier.
All right.
Not in this game, no. Unfortunately. Please, I'm saying go up, Aloy, please. Thank you. But yeah, now the climb is that much easier, because I can just ignore the guys and not use my health. I want to make sure I'm not... I kind of want to make sure I'm just not missing anything anymore, any quests that aren't the hunting lodges. Why is this one snap moss site still? Why is that one snap moss still there? That's strange. Okay, no, just the hunting lodges. That's good. I didn't either. And that's why I'm not doing them is... Yeah, the time limits were annoying. It was like having the training stuff just for the sake of having the training stuff again. And... it's fine. Didn't need to worry about him, to be honest. Okay. Now we're back with our fancy gear. I've been waiting for this armor set all game. There's photo mode. There's a lot of fog again, and you can't really see too much detail. Or I can't see as much as I'd like to see to have the picture be useful. The beam is pretty, yeah. I agree. I also feel like I say that this game is pretty a fair bit. And I also took a picture earlier. It's going to be the thumbnail, so I didn't need to say it again. It kind of does, to be honest. Yeah, no, I can definitely see that. hear the metals like creaking, and that's unfortunately that's scary a little bit.
Guess that's my way across. It's held like this for 19 years, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Don't answer.
The twanging and her asking, it's just scary.
Glad that's over.
A little scary. Just threatening to collapse. Not exactly my cup of tea. Going up or down? I'm going up. Which means I want to check down first. Make sure I'm not missing anything. No. Squares to drop, game. You've told me that, so why don't you honor it?
Not this way. Maybe further up the shaft.
I got some stuff. That's what I was looking for. The stuff. Now we go up. I like stuff too. I agree. Yeah, baby, we got some stuff. It's okay. It's been a yeah, it's been a day. It's been a tumultuous existence.
Must have been where they lived. What's left of it. Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
Record. I just woke up. I see the numbers, but can't make out the time. I was dreaming of... I was giving a lecture in Q Hall. Maybe it was something more shamanistic. I don't know. An audience of shadowy faces under a blank open sky. I told them the world ended with a bang. A plague of robots. The last humans. We went out, not with a whimper, but a whisper. You know, in caves, ending like we started, huddled around a flickering glow. The heads of state, the Fortune 5s, the leaders, lottery winners, and life cults, all of them buried in their little shelters. Some believing they'll live it out some way, somehow, or Elysium, or us here at Gaia Prime, no different. A multitude of tiny societies taking hold, flaring, dying. Some will be beautiful, some horrific. None of them matter. Short-term civilizations. One last gasp. One last gasp before the long-held breath. Before I wake up, I know the audience is gone. I'm talking to myself. To a quiet planet. A barren sphere. Just Gaia. And her long, long dreaming. I hope she won't be lonely.
Still traumatic for the people who are having to work on it, even if they're, like, okay with it. Fighting to survive and surviving to fight. That's the way we live in the world of Horizon Zero Dawn.
Evacuation happened so fast. No time to think things through. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Pake I'd be with him when he went under. But there was one last shipment of Paradis-Sade zygotes I could get processed if I rushed. I'm still angry at him for forcing me to choose. Angry at myself for... Well, he died alone. And I didn't get the bloody birds of paradise saved either. All the time left in the world now to think. Gaia Prime's locks are sealed. Elysium sealed up, safe and sound. A distance of miles, but it might as well be on the other side of the galaxy. All the betas and gammas and support staff living their lives. If I hadn't been an alpha, if things had gone differently. I could have been there. Instead, I'm spending the rest of my unnatural life in here with people I don't even like. And without the one, I would have gladly...
Elizabeth's room.
Oh,
I know it.
didn't mean to interrupt that.
She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us, it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
That's promising. Just to finish up Charles Ronson's thing. 2 hours since I signed off on the final executables, and I'm already a bitter old man, bitching to his Focus. There's a thought for future generations. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, just in here. Okay.
Elizabeth. What is this?
This is Charles Ronson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside.
Oh.
I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Not what I signed up for.
Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing.
It should be Liz's decision.
So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Oh no. Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good at endings. At letting things end, so, let's not.
So, happy trails, Liz. And, see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, alright?
Liz.
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
That was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobeck. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
Oh, fuck, man.
Hell, Liz. I know you're never gonna hear this.
I think it's supposed to be
That's
flower
not the
petals.
You, you got to play the savior and the martyr all at once this time. Great work.
Liz. You're a pretty stand-up gal. I'm sorry you died. If you had a home to go to, I hope you got there first. But this monument Ronson's made to you? Kinda creepy if you ask me. Rest in peace, Liz. God knows you earned it.
Actually, I don't know how they would have gotten flower petals or potatoes there, but like, one thing at a time.
You'd hate it, Liz, but I wrote you a eulogy. I had to try to express all your children. After all Apollo has taught them, they'll think they know everything. But they have to understand what you did for them. How you loved the whole world so much. With an intensity that was dazzling. Bruising. And in the end, it killed you. Or you died for it. Different perspectives.
We know how
No
much she
one could
cared.
keep up with you, live up to you. I don't know, maybe if I hadn't taken that postdoc in Joburg. I'm glad you shot down the Lightkeeper protocol in the end. I don't think I could have taken seeing another one of you. I mean, Elizabeth Sobek. There's only one. I miss you.
Well, we're not trying to live to Charles Ronson anyway.
Aloy?
She's gone. Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility. The only one who could.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
I don't like any of these. Kind of gonna go with this one though.
Saying that shows you misunderstand her completely. To her, everyone had value. Everything was worth saving. She gave her life in service to that idea. Even after everything you've learned, you still don't get it. The simplest thing about her, and the most important.
No. She had a superior mind and a superior will. It wasn't about sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel. To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
She said she wanted to go home. Baby.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
Like, no, obviously she wasn't gonna be floating in the middle of a giant room with the foggy void and everything like that. It's... And the argument is it. Well, I don't. She's grieving. That's the thing is. I mean. I don't know. Sobek's the closest thing she had to a mom after all this time and after you know being an outcast and. Yeah, that's basically what it's coming down to is she's not that it's realistic. She's Rost is the adopted dad. He didn't do anything wrong, and I'm not saying this to like shun him or anything, but like especially in the society that they're living in that is so matriarchal, not having a mom did a whole lot for Aloy's life, and now that she found out who her quote unquote mom is, it's like Salon said a while ago. Oh, you had two, a machine and a dead woman. Like just kind of knowing. I just can't imagine you know, having to learn all this. This is all, like, every new thing is world-shattering info, and having to go through it again and again and learn and the how she died, what she was doing, everything about the like. It's just, if nothing else, it's the silence bit is just, it's not something he's concerned with, and not. I want to know a little more about Silence before actually passing judgment, and I feel like we're not going to get that much more about him. Yes, absolutely. I do agree with that. I. Silence was not displaying the empathy that I would have hoped for in this situation. Given everything, and given how his mission and Aloy's differed. See, Silence is wildly intelligent and very calculating, and that works, and that's good. But this is just one of the situations where you kind of need that pragmatic. Yeah, you just I feel like you need more of the empathy, more of the emotional intelligence that, quote unquote, I'm going to say scientific intelligence, even though that's not exactly what I mean. Yes, exactly. You just kind of need that here.
What are we gonna plug into their heads, Les? A whole lot of history? A whole lot of so-called truth? A whole lot of noise? It's not pablum, Les. It's poison.
What are you doing, Tad? What are you doing?
There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored, you found the control room.
I'm on my way.
I just completely fell off thinking there was a space there. I'm glad I don't like that rumbling. I'm glad the spar was there, but that is getting a little more scary.
I've been taking a hard look at the project. In the end, it's simple. It's clean. It's clear. Erasure. Addition. By. Subtraction. I can make it better, Les. With a single stroke. Make it all go away.
I really don't like the direction this is going.
Yeah.
Continue.
Is there a super long climbing segment that we can play Snake Eater to? I think this is as close as we're gonna get to it. So this is bad.
When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the alphas were in there.
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden.
What the hell is Omega clearance?
Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. What I'm trying to say is, I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
Ted, it doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
A sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice, it's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard! Millennia of culture!
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Phantom at the scene.
Fuck that guy. Fuck capitalism too. Fuck that guy. Oh, that's just awful. That's brutal. Awful.
He killed them all.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter in the Sun Ring. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated, turned to dust, scattered to the void, like the Alphas themselves.
Okay.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, silence. Hope.
He couldn't wipe the knowledge inscribed on the coffee cups. Indeed. He wasn't, not to defend him, and not to, you know, not to do away with the bit or anything, but like the coffee cups thing in particular isn't what you know what he was after. That's you can't get rid of everything whether he wanted to or not.
The Master Override. That's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it.
Let's do it. Let's kill Hades. I haven't finished Hades yet. The actual video game. Oh, so, oh, no, don't fall and die, please. Well, there's stuff in here. Is there anything else in this room that I missed? I don't think so. No, okay. Good catch, though. Thank you. I would have missed all the stuff, and I don't want to have had that happen.
Try
Goodbye.
not to fall to your death. The master override doesn't override gravity.
And the hologram did, yeah. And he wasn't physically in the room with them. It was the hologram. So technically, yes, he did float in the center of a circular room with purple holofog, but like, it was him hologram. Floating in the center of a circular room with purple holofog.
Here.
Oh, he's in
For
person.
a moment,
What?
our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered such knowledge you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the eclipse, helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian, the Spire. Now why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. It's code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Faro robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse... the robots they've resurrected... they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse. Everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
I got time.
Then get started.
It began with a focus, recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago.
Poor Bill.
In my case, the device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. A whole new dimension of perception revealed, right before my eyes. That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching, just like I was.
A real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the Jew.
So you thought it was a Titan? An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But this was different. This was not quite dead.
This one person did, yes.
It couldn't speak when I found it, until my repairs gave it a voice. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know everything about our world, its tribes and machines. But the Spire was always its foremost concern.
Oh yeah, always humanity's hubris.
What did it want to know about the Spire?
Its precise location, the surrounding geography, who controlled the land. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip a small army.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus. You have no idea.
And the Shadow Karja? How did they become involved?
The Karja Civil War was a happy coincidence. A perfect opportunity.
An opportunity? That's what it was to you?
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate to win back Holy Meridian. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the eclipse was born. Anything to win back Holy Meridian.
We know where babies come from. They come from those little pods that we found in Allmother. That's where one of the babies came from, at least.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian. And neither did you.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were a few more?
Cold, but
Besides,
fair enough.
I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to Hades' specifications. A thrilling technical challenge, especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to spy on them.
Well, that's fair,
Yes.
yeah. Keep that.
I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never so foolish that I trusted it.
Smart.
I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret access, empowering me to monitor all activity and communications.
What made you turn on Hades? It certainly wasn't your conscience.
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot with my technology. I questioned Hades about its intentions.
A little late.
Indeed. I'd already outlived my usefulness. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive my reward. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order. I've been a fugitive ever since.
So when did I come into this? Our path together?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. That got my attention. A kill order against a savage Nora girl? Why would Hades bother with that? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus, and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the old world. Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus inside the Nora mountain. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature and usefulness. Through you, I could finally discover the secrets of the Earth. I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success. The rest, as they used to say, is history.
Ooh. This is a choice. I mean, he did kind of use us a little bit. Both to make up for his sins and for you know, the eternal pursuit of knowledge, but, like, he is trying to make up for it, at least. I'll choose to be empathetic this time.
You've done terrible things, Silence. But you've also done what you could to undo them. I can't say you've balanced the scale, but at least you've tried.
To be clear, Aloy, I would do it all again. A few more safeguards, perhaps, but basically the same.
Really? So much for learning from mistakes.
I've done all I can. From here on out, the rest is up to you. Take my lance. Fit the master override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in?
Basically.
Exactly.
Oh, no problem.
Yeah, easy.
Silence!
Thanks for your help.
Where will you go?
Elsewhere. And everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing.
Let's look at these last few things and then attach it.
I traveled far to find you. I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it?
Entity is not known.
I'm called Silence, and you are. I don't think you'd have called out if it wasn't something you wanted. You called, I responded. Will you tell me your name?
Hades.
You are a creation of the ancients. A war machine?
Divine timeline.
Time? Ah. It is the 13th king of the Carja Sanctum's reign.
Divine Carja.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. Were you created by the ancients? I wonder how long you waited here, buried, until I chanced upon you. How long you'd have to wait for another. You're obviously very powerful, but you're not going to get anywhere without me.
Titan Flame merely houses intellect. Divine Carja.
Now that's more like it. They're coming.
Preparations are complete.
Ah, Lucent Bahavas. Behold, as I promised you.
What manner of great machine is this? I've never seen such a thing. Stay! Stay your ground, Carja in shadow!
Incorrect. Bow before the buried shadow.
The buried shadow, I don't understand.
Did Araman understand the glint hawk that perched upon the alight?
It speaks scripture.
Araman followed the shadow cast from the spire.
To the mesa where Holy Meridian was founded.
You will follow the shadow once more.
I am a righteous man, chosen of the sun. But in times of need, the powers of shadow can accomplish what the sun alone cannot. Will you return to us what is ours, O shadow of prophecy?
An army is required. Obey, and Meridian is yours.
Of our obedience you can be certain.
Last one.
Task is complete.
Yes. The focus network is active, built to your specifications. Check it yourself if you must. I'll wait. But I remind you of the reward you've been withholding. Quantum processing?
Data has been compiled. Volume too great for transfer.
How inconvenient for me.
Come before me. You shall receive your reward.
Very well.
threat detected inside Eclipse.
Speak its name, O Shadow, and it will die.
You will eliminate this one. Silence.
Silence. Yes. A truth whispered at night is seen in the day. He was never one of us. It will be done.
Alright, let's attach this thing. The mountain that fell complete. We have Silence's
I have to
lance.
tell Avad that the Eclipse are ready to strike. After what happened with Derval, I know he'll defend the city. But the Spire...
We got a new stick. Heck yes, we did. Alright, how many skill points do I have? I have 2. Alright. Is there any... No, just no... I'm just gonna skip travel out. Alright. This isn't quite the point of no return just yet, but this is the very end of the game. So next time, I'm finishing it. Finishing the main story, at least. See you guys then.
How did he get so close to the Sun King? The Oseram Guard will be blaming their shadows for their